So we're here again at the Louisiana Music Educators Association Annual Professional Development Conference in Baton Rouge, and we are very privileged to have CW4 rank Wade Furness. He's the director and commander of the 156 Army Band. Wade, tell us a little bit about what got you where you are today, from the earliest memory of enjoying music to what you're doing in your role today.
Well, again, like everybody, most people, started in 6th grade. Really didn't know what I wanted to do. My music, I got all from church. Everything I did in church, I sang, was in plays, all that other stuff. Never knew where it was going to lead me to. But we got to 6th grade, or matter of fact, 7th grade, up at Elm Grove Junior High, up in the Bossier City area. And my parents told me that I had to be either in band or art.
Wow.
And I was like, well, I knew I couldn't draw, so I'll have to do band.
Okay.
So that's where it all started. And once I got into band, it just felt comfortable. I loved it. We had a great time, great friends, and a great experience. And so from that point, of course, went to Parkway High School.
Sure.
My senior year, we were at an honor band. And I would tell you that I knew I wanted to be a band director. I just knew it. I loved doing it. My senior year, I took 6 hours of band and had 1 English. So I just loved doing band, loved being part of it, and it felt like it came easy to me. I felt like, and so I just knew that's what I was going to do. But going back to my senior year, we went to an honor band, and the commander at the time of the 156 Army Band, Dr. Doug Peterson, came in and he was conducting us, and I was trying to figure out how I was going to pay for college because my parents said they weren't going to pay for my college. And I was like, okay, so I got to figure out something. So I knew I was going to go to Northwestern, but he came in and all of a sudden talked about the National Guard Band, which was right in the back seat of where I lived. It's in Bossier City.
It's right there.
And I didn't even know it. And so all of a sudden I was like, okay, so you mean I'm going to go in the military and all I'm going to do is play my horn and I'm going to just play music. That's all you got to do. And
you're going to pay me to do it.
We're going to pay for my college.
Yeah.
That's right. Pay me to do it and everything. And so that was when I was 17, my senior year, December of 1989, and joined the military and been in ever since, almost 34 years, come this December.
So was there any names in particular along the way? You mentioned some grade levels in Parkway, the middle school. Were there some band directors or other teachers who inspired you to do that work?
Really just the band directors more than anything. I can't remember all the names. Like when I was going to church, I had somebody that was there,
right.
a lady who was in charge of the music.
Okay, yeah.
And she really inspired and helped us and encouraged us.
Right.
So that was sort of the start. And then other than that, I had Mr. Ash, who is at the junior high again. He's since retired, of course. Mr. Tim Brennan, who used to again be a band director at Elm Grove. Mr. Mize, who I believe is now over in Texas, and a guy named Casey Lunsford, who is at Parkway. So I had 2 directors in high school. One was super strict, one was not. So I got to see the best of both worlds of that,
right.
which I think later on helped me, as when I became a director.
Sure.
So those were the main ones, and then of course you get to Northwestern, Mr. Brent, Mr. Bill Brent.
Bill Brent, everybody knows that name.
He was like a father. He always, encouraging words was always just so helpful and encouraging us and really leading us in the right direction. And of course I would say Dr. Allen as well, because I sing in the choir as well, so Dr. Bert Allen and of course his wife.
You had the best of both worlds.
Oh, exactly.
My
definitely,
goodness, yeah.
Definitely.
So the Spirit of Northwestern, there's a claim to fame there. The largest band, the
largest band in the land.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we were. At least I feel we were. I know we always competed with LSU, even though we never got to go and play them.
Right.
But we always felt like we were trying to compete against them.
Sure.
And just have it. It was fun. It was great.
Well, that's one thing about competition. You always want to, you always aim after somebody and go get them. But it's all in fun. It's not like athletics, like we're going to beat you down.
Oh yeah, no.
We're strong when we band together. So it's always a good jest and good fun. So
yeah. Definitely.
So tell us about your work now with the major responsibility that you have. You work with Major General Keith Wydell and Louisiana National Guard.
Yes, sir.
Walk us through that.
So, currently right now in my position, I'm the commander of the band. So my responsibility is basically to help with the message that General Waddell has put out for the Louisiana Guard, and what he wants to make sure that the communities know what does Louisiana Guard do, and we are sort of that vehicle to help get that out through music. We make connections with people that maybe otherwise people couldn't. A lot of times, sometimes people see the uniform, they respect it, or they're either scared of it sometimes.
Right.
But we can bridge that gap through music to promote his strategic message, to get that out there, to make sure that, hey, here's what the band does, but here's what the Guard does, and here's why we exist. And so a lot of times in our messaging, when we're doing a concert, that is the things that we put out there. We try to put out whatever his strategic message is for the Guard. We want to put that out to the state. So it gives us that opportunity. So we're used in that vehicle, but other than that, we're there to support anybody and everybody that requests us throughout the state. The governor, of course, we'll be playing for the probably inauguration coming up, that's coming up in January. And so we also have state partnership programs where we're a state partnership with Belize and Haiti. So we've been to Belize about 9 times over there, and so we actually go and play with the Belize band.
Wow.
We went and played for the 4th of July at the U.S. Ambassador's house or residency over in Haiti one time. And we've also been to Iraq and served over there, actually served in the wartime.
So it's very rewarding work.
Oh, it's definitely, and
My goodness.
You're doing what you love to do.
Sure.
So it's really not like work.
It's not like work at all.
No, we just come together, we play music. A lot of people see the uniform and we're going in the field and stuff, but no, we literally pick up our horns, we play music, and we want to perform for people.
So we do a lot of advocacy work. You guys are advocating. I've learned something from you today, that you guys and General Waddell are advocating for music just without knowing you're advocating for music, almost, it seems like.
Yes.
Like, just what an inspiration.
Yeah, it is. It's great. I remember I got in for the purpose of paying for college, right?
Right.
And then here 34 years later, I never knew I would be where I am today. But I would tell you that the military and music combined has gotten me where I am today.
Yeah.
And I've got my son now is in the Guard unit with me as well.
Okay.
He plays trumpet, and
Wow.
I've got 2 other boys that play trumpet as well. So I don't know yet what they're going to do, but it's been inspirational in that sense. And I think just going out there and again serving the public and giving back in this way, I think it's rewarding, very rewarding.
So General Waddell, you tell him I said hello, number 1.
Oh, yeah.
And number 2, I want him in front of this backdrop talking about why he supports music, because he's a former high school administrator in a couple areas in Louisiana, and folks respect him. Other principals, other administrators, superintendents alike respect him, and I think he would certainly, I feel like he would have a message that they need to hear about supporting and advocating for music.
Yeah, so. It would be, I mean, we love to hear him speak. He's always so inspirational. He's a coach.
Yeah.
And of course, like you said, a principal. So every time you get in front of him, you learn something new. He's always inspiring you. Even when you feel like, man, I'm down or this or that, he can pump you up. And so he does a great job with the Guard.
Well, you tell him I said he'll know me, that if he can't come to us, I'm going to come to him. I'm going to set an appointment. But we want to capture his voice.
Sounds great.
Well, thanks for coming in today, man.
Thank you, sir.
Good to meet you, and thank you
Appreciate
for your service.
Thank you, sir.